So some people are saying that Sweet Baby Inc. has fired Chris Kindred, that being one of the more notable and public-facing people over at Sweet Baby Inc. Chris had gained a lot of public attention earlier in 2024, getting all upset at the Sweet Baby Inc. detected group over on Steam, and even trying to get the creator, Cabrutus's Steam account, banned. Didn't go so well though. Anyways, over at that Park Place, they say, rumor, Sweet Baby Inc. fired Chris Kindred, who attempted to cancel Brazilian gamer Cabrutus Rambo. And I think it's a good thing they title this as a rumor because, no offense to anyone, but the evidence is not entirely compelling in my opinion. I'll break down why I'm saying that further as we continue on. So they write, according to ex-user Master of the TDS, the host of Gothic Therapy, an inside source informed him that Chris Kindred was fired by Sweet Baby Inc.
You heard it here first. Chris Kindred has been quietly pushed out of Sweet Baby Inc.
This is coming from within Sweet Baby Inc. itself, and we have been given permission by our insider to break the news. You're welcome, Internet.
Obviously, the person wants to remain anonymous, but keep in mind they are very close to the situation, so I can verify this source is not just an anonymous source, it is someone who I know, and again, I cannot reveal that information.
So yeah, it's totally understandable that they're not going to reveal the information of their inside source. That would not be the right call. However, my question is, why should anyone believe what some inside source at Sweet Baby Inc. has to say about anything? You know, they're not exactly proven to be the most trustworthy people over there.
From what I do know, apparently a lot of people involved with Sweet Baby Inc. were very angry at what Chris Kindred had did. So there have been many calls to Kim Belair and other people in charge to get him removed, and they were successful. However, to the annoyance of my source, they have not released any information publicly, so I was given the go-ahead to break it down here.
They do seem cool over at Gothic Therapy. I would just be skeptical of anything some Sweet Baby Inc. employee is telling me. And it's like, even if it's true that SBI let Chris Kindred go, they might actually want this information out there. They're just trying to be all sly about it for whatever reason. Who knows what kind of schemes SBI could have going on. That said, if the leaker really is legit and is also not a part of Sweet Baby Inc.'s schemes, then it does present an amusing situation because they're probably going to be scrambling to figure out who's leaking information from internally at the company, which of course would only mean that things are further collapsing for them, as they reportedly lost a huge client with Square Enix, had a past client openly denouncing them, then recently overhauled their website to hide their entire clients list, and of course there was also that recent damage control panel that Kim Belair had. So yeah, it would be funny to add insider leaking information to the list. Okay, so they provided more information on this. These are apparently messages from their insider who said, Chris Kindred isn't a part of SBI anymore. Many people were not happy with what he had done, so he left/pushed out. Nothing was shared publicly for obvious reasons, but that is latest. Again, don't want to get involved in all this, but that's the above. Oh, and including a screenshot above that, this is allegedly from Chris Kindred's Instagram that said previously Sweet Baby Inc. Although once again, this is not like definitive, anyone could edit that. We would really need like an archive link of the Instagram to see if that really was there, because currently all it says is illustrator, writer, and narrative designer. This is something that Park Place also points out, saying Kindred's Instagram currently states illustrator, writer, narrative designer. It makes no mention of Sweet Baby Inc. They also add this. Kindred's LinkedIn account also states he is still currently working at Sweet Baby Inc. Furthermore, he noted he worked on the upcoming Usual June game for Sweet Baby Inc. Also, if we go to Chris Kindred's Twitter, as of recording, we can see that it currently says narrative designer baby at Sweet Baby Inc. Is he really calling himself a baby or something? Like, what's with this company, man? So freaking weird. The article then goes on to recap the situation with Cabrutus, but we talked about that in the beginning. So let's skip down to this other thing they write, because I actually forgot about this part right here, where Chris attempted to accuse Sweet Baby Detected of just being like a bunch of Nazis. Very typical. It's funny seeing someone at SBI pretend to care about Nazis when they had someone working there, and I believe still does, who was like openly calling for the genocide of all Jewish people, and they said nothing about that. They then talk about how Chris Kindred allegedly attempted to get YouTuber Smash JT fired from his employer. That's crazy. So yeah, maybe this person really is gone from Sweet Baby Inc., in which case maybe they just didn't like all the public attention that was being brought to the company by this person's actions, or maybe, like I said, they're still there and this is all some sort of scheme, or maybe the insider is really not even associated with Sweet Baby Inc. and it's just like all just false. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, even if Chris Kindred is gone, Sweet Baby Inc. is still Sweet Baby Inc., And yeah, enough said on that. You get the point. So I'll leave it there. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my coverage. And if you did, consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate ya. And I'll see you in the next one.